How's it going, rednecks? Today we're going to be working on the Oldsmobile 98 again, and I'm hoping to finish up the rear of this thing. I got a few other things in mind that I want to do, but if I get this back done, hopefully I'll be able to drive this thing, so let's get to work. Alright, with the tire off, I can show you what we're going to be doing. My coil spring right here rests on this plate, and I don't like how it's resting on there. It could pop out, so on the inside here, I want to weld a little pipe that goes through the center and kind of holds the coil. And then I need to finish weld this piece right here. This is actually a top hat, or not a top hat, a coil top hat, I guess. I don't know what they'd be called, for the front of the car, and it just happened to fit in the back pretty good, so we're going to finish welding it here. And then using these two bolts, I need to get the tire laid flat because it was leaning in. So let's get started by getting the welder over here and getting this all welded up, and then we'll go to the other side. Alright, rednecks, we got the plate all welded on, and as you can see, what we're looking at is right here. This is going to hold the center right here on our coil spring from being able to pop out. And then obviously this right here is just to hold that plate, because between both of this and the bottom control arm, there's a piece of round stock that rests right in there, and that holds all the weight down. So all this has to do is just kind of hold everything from shifting back and forth. So not a whole lot of strength needed there, because all of it's being carried by that piece of round stock. So I'm going to get the coil spring put back in here, and then we're going to do the other side. Alright, rednecks, we have the rear of this car all back together. I got the plates all welded in, and I set the angle for 86 degrees right now. Hopefully that'll work. And then I had to build a bracket right here for my brake line, so this drops my rubber brake line down. And obviously this is full droop, so this is how much tension I got. It's got a little bit. Still got to get a bolt for that. We didn't have any bolts here, so I zip tied it for right now. Now I'm going to go back to the front. Once I get this all buttoned up, I'm going to throw the tires on. I'm going to go to the front of the car and do kind of the same thing. I got to build a bracket for the brake lines. And then I need to finish weld my steering extension. I haven't shown you that, I don't believe, so we'll get that thing popped out. And I'll show you how I extended the steering shaft to the rack and pinion. So let's get these tires on and get to working on the front. With a little bit of struggle, I have the steering shaft out, and this is what I ended up doing to extend it. I just have this piece of pipe here welded in between. This used to be the shaft from here to here. Cut it in half, put that in there, and as you can see, I have it just tack welded together. So I'm going to finish weld that, get that put in, and then I'm going to show you my brackets that were made to hold the front brake line. So enjoy the show. guys, to say that isn't a pain in the butt is an understatement. That took me about 15 minutes to install, and I tell you what, it ain't a fun 15 minutes laying on your back trying to fit your head through that fender well to get all that lined up. It's not easy, but it's in. Now I'm going to show you the brackets for the brake lines up front. Then we'll go for a test drive. I'm excited to drive this thing to see how it rides, how it feels and everything, so let's get that brake line done. Alright guys, for the brakes up front, all we have is a simple bracket. Right now I have it zip tied, as you can see, because I don't have a bolt for it. But I'm just going to support it up here inside the fender well, and that's all it's going to be. So let's get that bolted in with some self-tappers, get the other side done, and we can go take this thing for a ride. Because the idle's so high, it doesn't give me brakes. We don't got any heat, do we?
Not yet. My seatbelt's broken too. Okay.
Nobody's ever been in the passenger seat. This thing's camming, dude. Are my headlights on?
Yeah. They're aimed somewhere. I didn't get that sign.
Oh, it wants to die.
No, it don't. It wants to lit.
Uh-oh. We're gonna jump the tracks. Dude, it runs like shit. This does not feel good. It needs a new ignition control module, that's for sure. Speedo don't work. Turn left, right? No.
You can go straight.
I gotta go straight, okay. Well, we're out of ways now. We break down now. He's lobing.
It's all uphill from here too. You made that guy.
Feel how smooth this is though.
I know.
Dude, this road looks like it's rough as heck.
Oh shit, we were supposed to turn there.
Where?
Too late, you already missed it, keep going.
I mean, we're all registered and shit. We break down, it's just not gonna...
Keep going.
It's feeling so sketch, dude.
You're right, we're gonna drive past the police station.
Yeah, it's fine. We're technically legal.
Yeah, well, yeah, your exhaust is kind of the opposite, but whatever, man.
Yeah, but if it dies, they can't hear it run. This thing leans when you get on it.
Yeah, you need to deflate the bags.
Probably. I tell you what, it acts like it wants to die.
But it won't.
But it won't. It's not. So we don't have any heater blower. I swear that used to work.
I don't know anymore. You look how high your headlights are aimed. Pull up to the garage doors at the shop, you'll see them.
She wants to die so bad. Yeah, well, it's lobing, dude. It's got a cam, okay? Oh, man. Oh, yeah, them things are pointed high. We'll have to adjust that. Well, guys, it felt good to take this thing for a cruise after 3 weeks of working on it. It has a miss. It's not running very good. It has a high idle. I know it's the ignition control module, or I'm at least pretty certain. That is the ignition control module out of my Blue Oldsmobile back when it was going bad, and it runs this car, but not very good. The other issue we have, if you look on the floor over there, it has a coolant leak. The radiator decided to blow out of it. So unfortunately, this thing needs a radiator, it needs an ignition control module, and then it'll be good to go. So I got to get them things ordered up, and I guess that'll have to come a little bit later. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Comment, like, share, subscribe, and get back to work. Well, Rednecks, it's been a month, and Tyler's been driving this Oldsmobile here, and thing is, it has left him stranded only once. It was a no crank. It wouldn't crank over. We don't know what's wrong with it. We got to look into it. I'm not going to bother putting a video about that, but he's fixed the gas leak in the back with JB Weld. That's been holding up. He fixed the wiring under the hood. He replaced the fuel pump fuse. And if you check it out, he put a aftermarket radio in. So I'm not sure what the future holds for this car. Right now he is daily driving it, but